Hello everyone and welcome to a game between Phosphoru and Slam. If you saw, Phosphoru uploaded a video recently about how he takes the chickens, which are intended to replace deer and not be pushable, and still manage to push them to the TC. So he manages to push all the chickens from up here down to the TC, and we're going to look at how he does it this game. And GLHF, what a pair of gentlemen here. And we'll have over to the other side Slam. He'll be playing in the Goths. And what an appropriate video. Slam has always been the master of pushing deer. Now we're going to see some new tricks with chickens. So if you've seen, and I know people who are really attuned to Age of Empires are going to know all the tricks for pushing deer and how they interact with walls. I have an old video on my YouTube about pushing deer through gates without needing a sheep to hold open the gate. You just basically get the deer running into the gate to the point where it kind of gets stuck for a moment while it's trying to figure out what path it's going to take. And then you open the gate with your scout and it'll run through the gate. So Phosphoru is going to do something kind of similar with the chickens here. You'll see the chickens kind of, I don't know what, they don't like waddle like a duck. I guess they just walk around. I'll say they walk around. And they'll move every so often, like that. But then they also flee from scouts, and they'll move faster when they're fleeing. It's kind of cute. They'll stick their wings in the air and run away. But when that happens, Phosphoru wants to control their movement and get them so they walk towards the TC. We see him walling up his wood line here. And if we pay attention, he's going to do some more walls up towards the chickens pretty soon. We'll have Slam running around with his scout. Now, if you place a foundation and then you delete the foundation before finishing it, you get the percentage of resources back that you didn't spend. And we don't need HP on the foundation, so we're going to see Phosphoru just place the gate and tap it. And, well, he's building that. He built that more than he needed to, so 13.61. This one, yeah, that one's 4.25%. So you delete that, you get, what, 95.75% of the wood back. Ooh, the Vil auto-tasked to build the gate. Oh well. He also didn't need to build the palisade fully. Just need the foundations. Just need something for deer to walk around. 14 HP. Oh, that's what you want. So he's going to attempt to get these chickens to, when they take their walk path to the opposite side of the gate, and he has this funnel he built. He calls it a funnel, where I guess he's almost making an F for funnel. And yeah, I think this chicken's doing it already. He's going to try to push them so they go from this corner to the other side of the corner. And we'll just zoom in there, and we see some of the chickens are doing it already. We see they're fleeing from the scout, but as they flee from the scout, the path they're taking is going to lead them to the opposite side of the wall, and right now the shortest path is around the TC. So there they go, running all the way to the TC, and now he can just take them and hunt them at the TC. And yes, at the TC restaurant, chicken is back on the menu. There we go. Oh, more. That one just kind of took its walk and went to the opposite side. He's going to take more and try to push it in. And there it goes. There it goes. So in his video, he talks about how he had done some comparisons between this and other builds, and said that he does think, even with the minimal wood you're spending when you don't get it back from the foundations and the walk time of the villager, that pushing in all the chickens actually is worth it, and also just has the benefit of leaving your goats and your sheep alive later for longer. So you have more food you're collecting and can delay farms for longer. And especially if you're going to go for this fast castle build that he's going for, it really does help not to have to invest all that extra resource into the farms, or, well, you'd push all your deer. This is the alternative to pushing the deer. Anyway, Slam, we said he was the Goths earlier. He has some Vils that are going to go forward, and he has some militia. He's going to probably upgrade them and go for men-at-arms with the 3rd militia on the way. And he will have scouted already that Phosphoru is on the stone. Slam, meanwhile, is taking his own chickens. Now, I don't think we can really compare the resources collected all that accurately, because Slam's the Goths and he will gather longer from the chickens. Or drop off more food from them. I think it's longer lasting hunt for the Goths. That's their current bonus. They carry more too, but I guess that doesn't really matter if you're milling them. So, here comes Slam. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a tower rush going down. And Phosphoru has to run from the stone. Well, he's not going to run too soon. He's going to time this, and he's not going to run until he's ready. A wizard runs from his stone precisely when he means to. And he's going to use the scout to run interference. This is one of the things he does to be able to run his vills when the men-at-arms or militia come in. He uses his scout. If this scout from Slam can block freely, then the men-at-arms can kill the villagers. But as long as Phosphoru has his own scout over here, then he's safe to run. And here he'll he'll slam down a diagonal wall over the berry bush. Only 33 food left, so in danger of over-foraging. Could even use maybe another one there. That vill stands idle. Now he is up to feudal. And Slam gonna be hoovering around with the men-at-arms, and Slam, he's got some tricks too. Slam. He's gonna block that blacksmith foundation. Oh, he's going for it again, and Slam right on top of it. There we go. That's the Slam I know. They're gonna prevent Phosphoru from doing that blacksmith. And he's gonna block him again. That's 3 blacksmith blocks. Slam's jamming. So Phosphoru finally gets the foundation down. And he's going to run his vills over to this stone and try to tower it, take the secondary stone. Slam knows that stone is there, and actually he's moving in that direction with the men-at-arms, and he sees the villager. That's great map awareness from Slam. And the quick wall from Phosphoru. And he's going to try to get that tower up now. Do a few houses around there. And keep the vills safe from the men-at-arms. Now, at this point, as long as that tower goes up, he's probably safe even sending more weak vills out there. He's got a lot of weak vills. And he's probably good to go up to the castle age. I mean, this tower will go up on the wood line. But right now, he has what he needs. He has a market. He has 800 food. He has even still vills on the sheep. So here we can see the effect of the chicken push leaving the goats alive. If he didn't have all that food from the chickens and had to go out to mill them, the men-at-arms would probably be harassing the chickens, stopping him from getting the food he needs. But he didn't need to do a single farm. All of the goat food still is alive. He can even sell 100 food in 100 stone and get it to the castle age. As, he's losing villagers. He's losing. See, this is the blocking that Slam does. This is the blocking. There's no scout nearby to run interference. So Slam can block the scout and kill the men-at-arms, but one vill down, the rest get back to the TC. They can chop some stragglers for now. And let's see. Toggle the range and see how far those towers hit. They don't even hit the stragglers. So Phosphoru, safe to take eco now. And as long as he has that tower on his stone back here, he will be fine to construct a castle right over here somewhere, take out both towers, secure the gold and the wood. So Slam invested into 4 men-at-arms, and yeah, he did some damage, but now he can't raid an economy when there's no economy. Also, I'm noticing now that the mouse cursor in capture age is very small. That's because I'm recording in 4K. I upgraded my GPU recently, and this is my test recording video. I've been streaming a bit. No one mentioned that to me while I was streaming. I wonder if I can make it larger, because it's noticeably small for me. And that's an important part of Age of Empires commentating, I think, using your cursor properly. Anyway, Phosphoru's up to the castle age. Slam at home, what's he doing? He's doing a market. He has almost 1,000 more res collected, so he has definitely disrupted this economy from Phosphoru with those men-at-arms. 5 men-at-arms. Trying to teach him a lesson. Phosphoru is saying you might need to go back to school, as he is up to the castle age and ready to throw down a castle at the front. And there it goes. We'll clear both of the towers. Yep, they are well within its range. And no forward vills anymore to garrison the towers, so, well, I guess these vills could. But he's fine to build the castle even within their range. He's not going to lose vills to towers shooting 1 arrow each. The vills would need to be garrisoned for Slam. Doesn't quite react immediately. Slam, where are those vills pathing to? He tried to send them back, and they walked around the house instead of back here. And, okay, the castle misses. That could have been devastating for Slam to lose 3 vills there. Anyway, he is clicking up to the castle age. He is aware that there is a castle and that there will be Rathas coming out. Phosphoru is not aware that these men-at-arms are fighting his stone tower. He's not gonna fight back? He should probably fight back there. Phosphoru? Hello? Hello? Oh, there he goes. Finally garrisons and runs. That's probably okay, though. He doesn't need the stone anymore. He's even selling it. He really doesn't need it. He just has wood on the wood line and gold down here. And over here, we'll have the gate going up for Slam as he's going to throw down some walls. and try to prevent the Rathas from getting through. Now, Ratha's a very, very tricky unit to use, and, well, I have done the Phosphoru build, attempted it myself, and my experience is that nothing kills the Ratha in the Castle Age other than elite skirmishers. Monks die to the ranged mode, knights die from the ranged mode in kiting, crossbows die to melee mode if you run them down. If you just have feudal skirms and they're not upgraded, Rathas can run them down. They have 100 HP, that's the same HP as a knight. Cav archers have, I think, 50 HP, with bloodlines they get to 70. These things are 100 and they get to 120. And they nerfed them 5 HP in the update. That did nothing. So to Slam, see if his men-at-arms still, yeah, there's men-at-arms. Ooh, they're gonna pick a Vil. They're gonna pick a Vil. You see Slam added in a couple of scouts on his way up. Looks like he did go double stable. He's doing light cav. He's maybe afraid of monks and at least stopped a forward monastery for now. Phosphoru still selling wood, doing fletching. That'll give these Rathas some more ranged attack and perhaps more importantly some more range. And Slam trying to wall. Not much HP on those houses, but not many Rathas forward yet to disrupt the Vils. Slam might need send another Vil to that house, and he's gonna go for a monastery. So now it's gonna be Monk Knight against the Rathas. And here Phosphoru doesn't even need that chicken. That last chicken can just stay there. Doesn't need the chicken. Doesn't need his berry bush. Doesn't need the rest of his main stone or that secondary stone. This is all he needs. Wood, gold, maybe a few farms here and there to keep Vil production if he wants to make Vils eventually. Maybe research Bodkin eventually. But, oh, wow. Slam, what is this fight, Slam? He's sending the men-at-arms, he's sending the knights, and he's sending one monk. But that is a lot of dead light cav from Slam. Oh no, Slam tried to fight. Don't fight the Rathas in melee mode, Slam. Oh, Slam, learning the hard way. Man, poor Slam, whenever he plays 1v1s, he runs into Huang or runs into Phosphoru. I bet he'd just like to play a normal game every once in a while. Well, this is why light cav men-at-arms don't work against Rathas. The Rathas just win the fight. They have so much HP. They don't have in melee mode the attack of a knight, but they have the HP, and that's really what matters against all those light cav. Just how much damage you can tank. And then when you have a similarly powerful melee unit, you don't fight it in melee mode. You do Bodkin and you kite away from the knights. And here comes a monk, but monks, they're useful against Rathas, but then stuff like this happens and they get picked off from range. Ooh, nice dance moves from Slam. See, the monk avoids the arrows without ballistics. Gonna try to heal up the men-at-arms, gotta keep those healthy. But you look at this, and you're like, Slam, he's up by almost 3k resources collected, almost? He's up by 15 villagers, and the army difference is only 4 military? You gotta think maybe he's in a decent spot, but nope, the knight's gonna look to raid, but what economy is there to raid? There are farms under the TC in the castle, the golden wood is just under the castle, and now Phosphoru is sending another Vil forward, another 2 Vils forward, going for a monastery of his own. And here come some Rathas. We'll see if Slam, we had a little bit of a pause, and try to get some conversions on these Rathas. But they're gonna run away, so he will keep his woodline safe at least. The Knights still looking to try to find villagers. Maybe they'll find this monastery Vil on their way back. That monastery will go up though. That'll mean monks and potential devotion now. Devotion against Slam's monks could be nice. Light cav going to find the Vil, as will the Knights. The Vil goes down. And Slam just wants a monk to come forward, convert a Ratha, force them back, and they are forced back, but they're almost in on the right side. Slam gonna group his monks up, group his cav and his light cav. 3 military difference right now. He goes for conversions. Will he get lucky? Will he get a conversion? 1 monk, 2 monk, 3 monks, 4 monks go down, not a single conversion. A 5th monk goes down. Oh, okay, that was unlucky, but also Rathas are good against monks, so they don't need to close the distance. They just go in ranged mode, and now they'll be in ranged mode and kill everything. They have so much HP that they don't care about the knights chasing them. Oh, these Rathas are insane. Without the monks, there's nothing Slam can do now. There's nothing he can do. Rathas are just gonna kill everything. Kill the knights, the light cav, the villagers. The villas don't even fit in the TC. Oh, they have so much HP, they don't even really care about the TC arrows. More Rathas getting in, Slam trying to wall. But the knights are dead and the Rathas are getting to the wood line, and Slam will call the GG. Ah, Bengalis. I honestly have no idea how to stop this. I've done it myself and been successful with it. That's 3.5k more res collected for Slam. But 33 to 11 KD, Rathas are OP. But that's beside the point. The important thing is he was able to get to the Rathas because of the chickens and how he pushed them to the town center. So will this become the meta? Will this become nerfed? I don't know. But for now, we'll just have to maybe learn how to do it and do it ourselves, pushing the chickens all the way into the TC.